Hi Beatle people, welcome back to A Beatleful Life. So today's video is going to be more of a chit-chat video. We're going to be talking about a number of things related to McCartney III, which of course is the new album by Paul that was just announced yesterday, which is coming December 11th. So I'm going to cover a bunch of different things in this video. I'm going to show you a gift I got from Capitol Records. I'm going to talk about the process of like dropping hints and stuff that led up to the announcement of the album. I'm going to talk about some things that Paul has said in interviews and things you know about the album so far. So let's get started. All right, so first I'm going to show you what I got from Capitol Records. You may have seen these already. I know some other people who received these have posted them, but they are a set of McCartney III dice, obviously going along with the dice theme on the album cover and such. So they came in this little gray bag, and I will show you the dice. So you can see they have a 3 on all sides, of course, and then it says McCartney in the same font as the album cover, and they're all the same. Now, some people who received these got them as a surprise after ordering I think the Flaming Pie box set. Some people like myself were contacted by Capitol Records. So my dice arrived yesterday, literally minutes before the album was announced. I know some people got theirs as early as Monday. And something that I noticed was when they sent this, they actually included my channel name, A Beatleful Life, in my address on the package. So I thought that was nice. So thank you very much to Capitol Records for sending me these and including me in this. I really appreciate it. All right, so next I'm going to talk about all of the hints that were dropped by Paul's team leading up to the album's announcement. So I personally first heard the rumor that this album was coming about a month ago. At that point, it was just a rumor, like there was no confirmation from anywhere. And it wasn't until pretty recently, I think maybe a week or so ago, that Paul's team started dropping hints on Spotify. I don't personally use Spotify, but I did see some screenshots. There was, when you played any song from McCartney or McCartney II, there was an image of, or a video rather, of someone rolling a dice and rolling a 3. So that was definitely the first, you know, big clue, official clue, if you will. And then in conjunction with that, the playlist on Paul's website for this month was a playlist of songs in which Paul played all the instruments. And then also at the time, Paul's team added the dice emoji to his Twitter and Instagram bios, so that was a hint that something was coming as well. So then after that, you would have seen on Paul's social media, there were some pictures posted of things like in sets of 3. There was 3 mushrooms, for instance, and 3 like lavender flowers, I guess you could call them. And there was also a rose. I'm not 100% sure how that ties in. Some were saying that it was a McCartney rose. I interpret it as from his song lyric, you know, coming up like a flower. And also those particular photos were posted all at 3:33 in different time zones. One of them was London time, then Eastern time, and then Pacific time as well. So there was definitely emphasis on 3. So if we didn't know the album was coming by that point, that was definitely some big hints there. And then yesterday at noon, we got the announcement. Oh, another thing to mention as well, there's actually a virtual version of these dice. The website is dice.mccartney3.com, but it's like an AR or augmented reality version of these dice. And that website, mccartney3.com, is a working website now. It originally said 303 error not found. That was actually another clue in itself as well. But on that website, you could pre-order, you know, or you could see all the different versions that are available, and there's a merch section, which I hope will be updated with like apparel and things like that. There are a lot of different versions of this album available, especially with the vinyl. There's like many different colors from a bunch of different websites. Even before the album was officially announced, there was a website that had a yellow, exclusive yellow vinyl of the album that was made to look like, you know, the die on the cover with the 3 dots. But it was yellow, and that was sold out very quickly. I think there was only 333, of course, copies of it. I personally pre-ordered a CD because I do listen to music mostly on CDs, always in the car when I'm driving. That's mostly when I listen to music. So I pre-ordered the Target CD, which has a green die on the cover. I thought originally it might have bonus tracks, but I took a closer look at the sticker and it says album art exclusive. So I think the track listing is the same, but it's still something exclusive to Target, because when Egypt Station came out, I got Target's exclusive version, which coincidentally was a green band also, and that had some bonus tracks on it. Alright, so another thing that I want to mention in this video is that Paul has already done 2 interviews related to McCartney III already, one of which was a print interview with a publication called Loud and Quiet, and then the other was a radio interview with BBC Radio 6. I'm going to link both of those in the description, so you can check those out if you have not yet. I think the radio interview is only available for a limited time. I think it said 29 days, so make sure you check that out if you want to now. But in these interviews, he mentions that he didn't intend to release an album this year, and he didn't intend to make McCartney III, like, at all. But he was just, you know, spending so much time working on songs when he was in lockdown, or rockdown, as Paul's team has coined. And he suddenly realized, hey, I'm making McCartney III because I'm doing this all myself. And one of the interviewers mentions that there's like a more of a raw feel to everything, because he wasn't preparing for an album release, so he wasn't being as much of a perfectionist as he would be in those cases, because he didn't know if the songs were actually going to be heard by anyone. But you will hear all about that in the interviews in the description. But I do want to also touch on some of the songs that or song titles that have been confirmed to be on this album as well. So one of the interviews mentions that there's an 8-minute song called Deep Deep Feeling, and Paul originally thought that maybe he should cut that song down, but then he decided that he likes it just the way it is, so it is kept as an 8-minute song. And then there's one called Long-Tailed Winter Bird, and then one called When Winter Comes, which he actually did back in the Flaming Pie sessions, and it was actually intended to be like a bonus, he said, on the Flaming Pie reissue. But he didn't want the song to be like he wanted it to be a main track. He didn't want it to be like a B-side type of thing, or a deep cut, I think that's the term. And lastly, he was asked if any of the songs on the album relate to the pandemic in any way, being that he did record a lot of these songs during, you know, quarantine. And he said, yes, there is a song called Seize the Day, which does have, you know, relate to the pandemic. So I'll be interested to see when we get a lead single from this album, hopefully soon, because I'm really excited to hear some new Paul music. So I think that is going to do it for today's chit chat video. I want to say thank you again to Capitol Records for sending me these McCartney III dice, and I'm really excited to hear, obviously, further developments, further news about McCartney III. Obviously, I can't wait for the album to get here. I'm so excited, and I can't wait to make more videos on it as well. So I want to say thank you very much for watching today's video, and be sure to subscribe to my channel if you want to see more things like this. I will leave my blog and social media linked down in the description as well, so you can check those out if you'd like. And as always, have a beautiful day, everybody. Bye-bye.